nice thing about Indian food is if you don't like it, then you might be being culturally insensitive. With stand-up comedy, it's much easier to tell what's good and what's bad. My name is Gopal. It's like Paul. Go in front of it. Nice to meet you all. I will be doing stand-up for you tonight. So that's usually a cue for applause, but that's okay. I figured I would start by telling you a little bit about myself. So I do have a family. I believe the statistics are that most people do. And this mic is quite terrible. I have two older brothers. Mahesh is sitting back there. Everyone say hi to Mahesh.
Hi, Mahesh!
I also have another brother named Davish. Is it better if I'm down here? I don't know. Okay, just up? Okay. The other one, Davish, is very into politics. He's really into the idea that someday we need to have an Indian president of the United States. Which is cool, because being Indian is like being, on a billion-person sports team with a predisposition for metabolic syndrome. It's really cool. Like, I'm down for that. But to be pretty honest, I don't think it's going to happen. And let me explain why. So, I speak English, right? My parents, my grandparents, they all speak English. But if you met my parents, you spoke with them, you know they were from India. Nothing major, but you can tell, right? And I guarantee you, every child of immigrants in this country has gone through the same thing I've done, where you learn English from your parents, right? So you do pick up the accent, and then you gradually learn to hide it. So like by third grade, when Kevin steals my pencil, I can call him a butt face instead of a butt face, I can do it. The thing with accents though, is it doesn't just disappear, right? It's always there. Like, let me tell you a story. So, middle school, I'm giving a presentation, let's say on developing economies. I pop up there, plaid on plaid, athletic shoes, this is middle school, high culture, all that stuff. Whatever. I pop up there and I'm all like, Brazil, Russia, India, and China are the promise of the 21st century, good stuff. And then I get to my next line, which is, to unleash the potential of these economic engines, we must develop their infrastructure. And everyone goes, what? I'm like, we must develop their infrastructure. And they're like, oh, develop. Yeah. There's a serious. That's what I'm saying. So we might get an Indian candidate to the general election. On the night of the debate, he'll be up there. He'll be killing it. Because you know what? We're pretty smart. All right, we got this, right? Any Indians in the crowd? Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So he'll do well. He'll know his policy stance, right? But then he'll say, thank you, Mrs. Rogers from Connecticut, and boom, there it goes, right? That night, on the news, on CNN, I guarantee you. Now, Mr. Sharma is an excellent candidate. I'm just saying he's not connecting with the average American. At least some news organizations with more canine designation will cut straight to the chase. Now nobody's saying Mr. Sharma is a terrorist. I'm just saying maybe he hates America. At least they'll go straight there. So I'm not too hopeful about a brown house, but Dinesh, all you man. Let's see, what else do you need to know about me? I run. I do run. I picked it up freshman year, about the time when I figured out that I was not going to go straight from ASO to pro soccer. I know, heartbreak. But it's cool. Can I just so I get a feel, who here runs? Anyone? Outside? No, none of that treadmill, wishy-washy stuff? Alright, good, alright. It's such good uni students raising your hand instead of cheering. That's good. Well-conditioned children. So, I'm going to say something now. People with dogs. There. Yeah. No, that wasn't a good thing. I think I saw Dave jump there, but I'm going to say, you want to really see them spaz out. People with small, white, fluffy dogs. Oh my God. There he goes! Alright, Dave's out of his chair right now. Alright, so let me tell you, this is the runner's worst nightmare. Okay, you're rounding the corner. You're on track to set your personal record for that trail, right? And then you see her. Alright. that small lady with the visor walking backwards, doing funky stuff with her arms. And she's got the small, fluffy white dog on a leash. Okay? Alright, so you're having premonitions, right? Once in a million times, you might get out of this okay. Alright, but as you approach, this is when you get your first indication. It's what I like to call a defensive stance. So the woman will actually place herself between her dog and you. She'll actually stick a leg out, sometimes they, drop the center of gravity. They place themselves in between you and the dog, and then you're about to pass her, right? You think this is the one time, the dog is just gonna miss me. The thing is, the woman saw you when you were 15 feet away. The dog, it's known you were coming since you were 15 miles away. This thing may be purebred, dumb as a rock, right? But it can smell a scared jogger, no matter how far away you are. So you're coming up, you're about to pass her, and then the thing explodes. I have seen them leap 4 feet off the ground. They are going for the jugular. And the crazy thing is, the woman will not apologize. There's no oh, I'm sorry that my domesticated wolf is trying to. I'm sorry, I'm going to euthanize it immediately. It's none of that. It's just a solemn grimace of inevitability, almost as if you deserve this. So I sometimes wonder, maybe if I hadn't quit soccer, I could see how far I could kick one of these things. Unfortunately, because I quit soccer, I can't kick dogs. That's the only reason. Alright, but what else? Okay, so... Oh! Yeah. Well, that's not right. Okay, I have a brother. I run. Shoot. I have a homeowners association? That's not how it starts. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm a theorist. I have theories. They're not conspiracy theories. Okay, they're perfectly evidence-based. Okay, great. Rational, pragmatically arrived at these conclusions. So I'm going to tell you one of my theories. I think Kim Jong-un runs all of the homeowners associations in the United States. Now, I said rational, non-conspiracy theories, right? So hear me out, all right? So first off, for those of you who don't have homeowners associations, for those of you who aren't lucky enough to experience this instrument of torture, let me explain it to you. So you pay them a small fortune every month. They keep your gutters clean, and then they ticket you for parking in spaces that you paid for. So if that doesn't sound like a good deal, I'm sorry, because the old man will find you and make you pay. Homeowners associations, great things, but sometimes you wonder who actually runs homeowners associations. Okay, because no one's raising their kid going, someday, son, you will charge exorbitantly high prices for services of questionable utility that probably weren't necessary in the first place. Unless you're an orthodontist, of course. Hey, I have benefited from orthodontists, so if you're, Dr. Stars, if you're listening, the thing with the screws in the mouth. Okay, so, homeowners associations, right. So let's keep this in mind. It's a very small hit. Who actually needs money? Who really needs money? Jake is okay, but it's a very small jump from replastering the pool wall to building a nuclear missile. Just saying. I'm just saying, all that money is going somewhere. So, you know what? If you think that's crazy, you know what else is crazy? Kim Jong-un's hair. Thank you very much.